was anticipated that when Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made Steven Guilbeault the Minister for the Environment, the Minister for Environment and Climate Change, as it is now called, when he made that decision, it was a signal that, well, if you thought climate action the Liberals were doing now was extreme, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because Steven Guilbeault, well, he's quite a true believer in the climate activism. Everyone's seen that famous photo of him in that orange Greenpeace jumpsuit being led away by police because of activism that he was doing that broke the laws. Well, now he is here in Parliament trying to set the laws to push even more extreme activism. And what is the latest round? Well, he wants to mandate the sale of electric vehicles in Canada. And you're like, what do you mean mandate the sale of electric vehicles? Don't you just go off to a car dealership and you look around and you test drive this one and that one, and then you go, okay, I want that, and then you go and you sell it, right? You go and buy it from the guy. Well, it's still going to go that way, except the dealer must be mandated to sell a certain amount of electric vehicles. How does that work, you ask? Your guess is as good as mine. But by 2030, only 9 years from now, Steven Guilbeault wants to make it that 50% of automobile sales in Canada, well, they are mandated to be electric vehicles. And get this, by 2035, it's 100%. So he wants to phase out an entire industry within just about a dozen years. Wowzers. What are the ramifications of that? I don't know, but the unintended consequences, or perhaps the intended consequences, are going to be quite something. They'll probably touch upon a whole variety of sectors in the economy, supply and demand issues, supply chain issues. Whole bunch of stuff is going to happen if the Liberals get their way with this really wild overreach of a bill. Because like I said, you got a place saying we're selling cars, and you got a consumer saying, I want to buy a vehicle. And the government's coming in and setting a mandate for those particular sales, setting a quota for them. This is quite something. Now, right now, they're unhappy that electric vehicle sales only make up 3% of vehicle sales in Canada. They want to see that number increase. Now, in previous years, various governments have already controversially given out major rebates that usually go to wealthy people for buying electric vehicles. Now, they want to do more. They're not happy with what the rebates got them in terms of traction. They want to push it even further by bringing in these quotas. But we also know that there are small increases. Year after year, the price point is coming down for the electric vehicles, and they're always working to build a better mousetrap at these companies. So they're putting the R&D and the innovation into getting products out to market that are more feasible for Canadians and that meet their price point. So we're going to get there anyway. Maybe not the very day Steven Guilbeault wants it to happen, but why do we need government intervention in this in the first place? I don't think it's enough to say, well, hold on, not 50% by 2030, let's make it 25% by 2038. No, I think the whole point is that the government has no business doing this. And the free market is already doing something like this anyway. So the government just has to drop it.